Hello everybody. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for coming along for this chill stream. Let's get over to the gaming screen so you can see what's happening.
And it is actually day this time. Woohoo!
Daytime stream, let's go.
I know, so wild. Saturday exclusive. Who would have thought? I'm here with Dan today. You guys can't hear him yet because I'm not swapped to the right screen because I need to pause the music first because it's gonna keep going in my ear and leave me very confused.
What's the
There we go. Say
music?
say hello, Dan. Dan, say hello.
Hello everyone. Hello. It is I.
We
Dan the
exist in our corporeal forms. Hi, Evie. We're good. I've got my eyebrows furrowed, so my ears keep
Can this
going
be
down.
heard?
And what be heard? I want to make sure, is my Discord not going? Why is my Discord not going off? What the fuck?
The noise here. Hi, Crispy. Hi, thank you for the head pack, Crispy.
Why is my shit not working?
Can you hear this?
I can, yeah, but it's for my it's not letting chat hear you. Why?
I don't know.
Why am I having this issue?
I'm gonna have to boost the game audio. Give me a sec. Filter gain up to maximum. I wanna then go.
Check issues. We love them. I thought I fixed these issues. I thought I wasn't supposed to do this anymore.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, that was loud for me. I just blew out my fucking ear.
Oh, I think I know why it's not. I know why it's not. It's because I'm dumb.
Hurt my ears.
Oh no. Okay.
Saturday morning existing is questionable. It is.
There we go. Now they can hear you. Now that I
Hi everyone.
The way I had it set up before was entirely fucked up.
Hello everyone on the Rune side.
Hello.
Hi Rune. Okay, shall we do our intros and like be like?
You can.
Hi. Okay. Do you want to go first or shall I?
You go first.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome. It is I, King Dan, Dragon King, VTuber, and others. I do more than just VTubing. There's more. There's more I do now. I need to remove the VT. I'm gonna do that next week, Rune. And then
Ooh.
I am
Am I less quiet now?
Variety streamer, and I am joined today by.
Hello, I'm Mystic Rune. I was having audio issues. Sorry for interrupting you. Someone let me know I was having audio issues, so I wanted to fix them.
It's okay.
Audio issues drive me insane.
Same.
But yeah, I'm Mystic Rune, a witch shapeshifter VTuber whose ears are doing something today. Let me tell you. I don't know why they're wiggling around as much as they are. Apparently, I've got my eyebrows in a permanent furrow, so they're permanently down. But yeah.
No ears down. No ears down. Yeah, we're back on the PowerWash Sim.
I think it's the light coming through my window is causing me to furrow my eyebrows because I'm squinting.
Oh.
Only for it to just.
I have shut my curtains so that the sun cannot get in my eye.
I don't actually have a curtain on that window, which yes does make me paranoid. But the lightning was very pretty last night.
Thank you for the daily coin. Welcome in, Toasty.
I don't know why it's allowing me to use my good ass washer, but I'll fucking take it. You can tell I played this game too much because I've got the
well, maybe they finally fixed it because you were having problems before, weren't you? You couldn't use your own.
I don't think it's actually supposed to be a feature. I think that's deliberately supposed to be. It's never a collab without scuff. And behind the scenes, Dan and I go through the same spiel every time of how is this gonna work? How is this gonna work? It's all the same stuff that we've already established before.
I mean, yeah, today we literally had to learn how to get each other on screen again, like VNet and all that crap. Like,
to be fair, it's my first time using VNet.
No, I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying that's what we were learning today. We were learning the
Dan
V-neck
always has to
today.
show me the cool things because I'm not
Not
a great streamer who doesn't know
always.
how to do anything.
You are a great
other than,
streamer.
like,
Where the
the
frick
bare
are you?
minimum.
Where are you? I'm coming to
No,
spray you in the face.
Oi, I know how to do the bare minimum. When it comes to literally anything else, I'm a disaster.
Incorrect. Incorrect. If I could pull this sword out, I would smack you on the bottom with it and tell you off. How dare you put
Ooh, on the
yourself down in
bottom.
my presence. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to kill you with the sword. That kind of defeats the purpose of teaching you a lesson. So...
What have you been up to? It's your birthday celebration.
Oh, it was amazing. And then, freaking, I just checked yesterday my social medias to learn that some cheeky peoples out there have bought me lovely gifts from my throne. So I've got,
Oh,
it's like a dragon
sweet.
plushie, but it's like a koi fish as well.
Oh, cute.
And that's coming. And then I've got the Carlos pin, Carlos from Resident Evil, that's coming. And then there was one more.
I love that.
And yeah, that was a surprise because I thought I had set up alerts for that on stream. Turns out I didn't. So, you know.
Throne confuses me. I check my throne every once in a while, and then I'm just like,
What
and
can
then
I
close it and
buy?
I forget that it exists.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, it's the same with most of my things. Like if it wasn't for my incessant Ko-fi bot reminders in my stream that I keep meaning to turn off and keep forgetting to turn off because they're annoying, and when there's no one in chat, it's just like Ko-fi, 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 and I'm like, this is not great.
Oh, you just set up a... I use Nightbot. I use a timer.
I don't know how to work Nightbot.
Okay,
Well, yeah, my Ko-fi is set up for like 15 minutes. Oh, there it is.
Speaking of... I don't know. So with the Nightbot, you can set it so like after 45 minutes it'll post a message, or if chat is popping off, then you can set it so a certain number of messages after a certain number of messages are sent, it will then post it as well.
Okay.
So I think mine is set for
I should do it that way because
12,
it's always like, well, I don't want to
maybe
just
more.
fucking
I mean,
be there.
15 minutes is a really short amount of time, if I may be honest.
I know. It absolutely is.
Time for some self-care.
I honestly think it was just the default, and I just like
Thank you for the hydration.
squinted. It was like, this will work for now. I think it was back when the reason I set it up was for the Donathon, and I just never got around to disabling it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's okay.
Nothing not busy and also lazy. There's a reason why Onyx has yet to make a comeback.
But when he does, it will be a special occasion.
And he will, eventually, when I get around to it, at some point.
Take your time.
I don't even know how I did it the first time, so every time I had to fix him because he broke, I had to re-look it up.
Guess we finally got some motivation for writing their fanfic stuff. You?
Ooh. Hell yeah, fanfic stuff!
What have we written?
What fanfic do you write for? If you don't mind me asking. Should I get my friends into reading fanfiction? I'm just over here like, do it, and they're like, no, and I'm like, do it, and they're like, no, and I'm like, do it, please, and they're like, still no.
Yeah. Some people like fanfic, some people don't. Like,
The problem is they won't give it a proper chance. Like,
yeah, but it's like pineapple on pizza. People either like love it or they don't, you know, and they won't even give it a try because it just sounds so. I don't know the right word.
There's one fic I'm reading for Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. Yes, that is their actual tagline. And the existentialism is so good.
Edgy OC about to almost commit a crime and ends up with a found family.
Ooh.
So is it a fanfic or is it an original story? Like, what's it a fanfic? Like, see, so a fanfic is like you have a concept, right? And you make a fictional piece based on
You listen to Dungeons and Daddies too, Rocket?
Oh my gosh. What is this Dungeons and Daddies? I need to get into this.
It's a D&D podcast.
Oh, My Hero Academia. Okay, nice.
The first season is it follows 4 dads from our realms trying to find their lost sons. They get plugged into a portal and their fucking kids are gone. So they have to go find their kids, and then the second season follows the kids of the kids, and then the third season is a Call of Cthulhu one, and it's so fucking good. And I'm just excited.
Rune, hi. Welcome in. So different? As if no, are you telling me you haven't seen a stream since the debut? That is incorrect, right? That is incorrect.
Dungeons and Daddies. I'm gonna go read the Dungeons and that. Their special episodes are great. The actual BDSM episode was really funny.
Good old cleaner this pole. I can't help myself. January 25th was debut, yeah. Yeah, that's when I debuted, Rune. You weren't there. No, that's fine, honestly. I get people not being able to make it to things.
Was.
You were. What kind of sauce is this? Who shapeshifted a morning? Mr. Rune! Ah! The shade.
Look, I can only stream during the days on the weekends because my job sucks and I work till midnight, which is why I stream after work, because God forbid I wake up before literally half an hour before.
That is true, Rune. You are here now, and that's all that matters, you beautiful princess.
Writing zone. We love the writing zone. I need to get back into writing. It's been too long since I've written for anybody. Thank you for the follow, Woony.
I mean, I had
because every time that you say Woony, I get confused because it sounds kind of like you're saying Rooney.
Rooney. I had my 1.5 Thursday, so yeah. And that's where this came from.
Right now.
Oh, Donkey's messaged me. Do you see this?
No, I don't see the messages from...
Oh, you may see the odd sword here and there. Okay, thanks, Donkey.
Thank you for this knowledge that we have already acquired.
So, this is where... The 1.5 is where this regime, or like, thing came from. I'm super, like...
on my stream.
I'm super nervous. Oh, don't worry, the sword's a collectible. It's shiny knickknacks that my beloved has picked up along the way. Okay. In other words, she's murdered all these knights.
Probably. She did try to murder, you know, Donkey.
She's like a big skinny magpie looking out for something glinting in the sunlight. A big skinny magpie. Wony, would you like a shout out? Actually, I should probably ask. Rune, you will get a shout out, so you don't get a choice on that.
I think me being in your stream at all qualifies as a shout out.
You get a full shout out later. Miramis isn't streaming just yet. Crispy, would you like a shout out? Wony, would you like a shout out? And Matham, would you like a shout out? Thank you, Nova, for doing Rune's shout out.
Thank you, Nova.
I was gonna say I'm not awake enough to appreciate the peck flash. You'll see more later, don't you worry.
Thank you for the follow. I need to get my eyes checked again. I'm struggling really hard to read usernames right now.
The whole team which was on the pod for a few episodes. I want to see my favorite part of season 1. That's to you, Rune, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, that's so fair.
On your
face.
Ayo. Get a
bastard.
fucking another dentist situation, and then it's just fucking Jody. I love Jody. The Jody and Scam Likely plot twist for fucking...
Can we get a shout out for Wony, please?
Drove me insane. It was hilarious.
the friends should always get shoutouts, but I always ask first.
Yes.
Oh,
I need to
sorry.
get better at
I
giving
am.
people shoutouts. I'm terrible for it. I have no
I need
mods,
to be a
it's
better
just
mod.
time.
I need to mod your channel more, right? But you always stream when it's like 3 in the morning for me.
Yeah, I know, which is why I don't, you know, be like, hey, yo.
I
don't have
be there,
anyone
though.
who's like truly consistent with my weird ass hours to mod for me. Really, I should just get 2 mod teams essentially for each of the random hours, but
yeah, you can
life
do that.
has been chaotic. So it's just been like I don't want to burden people. Like the people have their own.
You are
lives.
not a burden. Never
just,
call
like,
yourself
I'm
a burden.
One man
Please.
mod team.
Rune, please never call yourself a burden ever again. Thank you.
Did I call myself a burden? I don't know.
Well, you insinuated you were. You said, I don't want to be a burden.
Well, because, like, people have their own lives and shit to do other than listen to me talk for fucking 4 hours.
People should listen to you talk for 4 hours. Freaking well should be there for you.
I barely have anything interesting to say unless it's fandom stuff.
What's this?
Nah, be nerdy.
I missed the chat message
across
from
another
Mims.
Dungeons and Daddies listener out in the wild is so rare for me. It's so wild, especially since you fucking stumbled across my stream one day.
Let's see. Miris, you're working on a model, you want a couple more hand poses, and you're slow with working.
I'm glad you think my voice is cool, Evie.
The vector manip and using a mouse is tedious. Oh, yeah, that's okay. You're doing the best you can. Yeah, Rune. Don't sell yourself short. Exactly. Thank you, Nova.
I mean, I personally despise the sound of my voice, so...
Well, you don't listen to yourself when you're talking, though, do you?
I listen to my VODs sometimes. I just listened to all of my Coffin of Andy and Lele VODs because I streamed for a week straight since there was a new chapter that came out.
Yeah, there
so
was.
I played it, I voice acted, and I did my darndest. And when I listened to it back, it did not sound that good. I mean, like, Ashley was okay, but like the way
Rune,
it ended up
how's your
being,
day
at least
going?
for me.
I hope your day's going well, Rune. Wait,
yeah,
does Bash stream as well? Does Rocket stream? Are these streaming friends of yours, Rune?
Good question. I don't know if they stream.
I feel like Bash does because they've got YouTube TV in there.
I know. I never bothered to ask. Bashter, are you still here? I don't know if Bashter's still
Do
here.
you stream, Bashter?
And you too, Rocket. If you stream, I shall give you a shout out.
I've summoned one of your great streams because of Andy and Lele. Oh, rude! Look at that! Because of you streaming and doing the recordings of the VOD uploads and such of Andy and Lele, you have managed to expand friendships.
I mean, yeah, that is how streaming kind of works. I'm not a streamer, I write graphic novels. Ooh!
Graphic novels. We love graphic novels.
Why am I so sniffly today? I think it's because my allergies are very lightly kicking up. Normally they're worse by now.
Oh, I've already had one nosebleed today because of freaking hay fever.
I have
I was just
very
like,
bad sinus issues, so...
Same! Mine's from my parents.
If any time the seasons change, just at all, I immediately start dying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It is very unfun.
Rune sounds lovely.
Not very fun at all.
Make sure you follow Rune Matha. Rune, what is your next big streaming goal?
Their username. What's my next big streaming goal? I think my next one is 500 followers. I think was what it was back when I had that up on screen because my entire overlay crashed and burned, so I had to rebuild it from scratch.
Honestly, I feel like
my entire overlay once, and I wanted to cry because I hate setting up chat on the screen. It's so hard and for no reason.
So I feel
such a hard time with it.
I stopped putting that kind of goal on stream because Twitch does that for you. like in the description, doesn't it? Like it shows the
It does
follower
it in the
goal.
description, but Twitch also has like an inbuilt thing that you can have on your overlay,
Yeah. But I took it off. I was
which I
like, no.
used to do. Yeah, that's fair. I used to just have it hanging out at the top. I don't know
Thank you,
what the
Matham.
reward goal for that is, though. I just know that it's. I think my next goal is 500 followers on Twitch. I also need to get a more
Whereas,
consistent schedule down. There's a lot of things I want to improve with my stream, just
well,
forever and always that I want to improve. That life makes it difficult to do.
it's so dependent on a lot of things though, like work
I
and life
know.
commitments and like God forbid trying to have a relationship as well on top of streaming. Like, no thank you. I don't have time.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I go up north at least once a month for the weekend to go visit my family, which means I can't stream. In theory, because my gaming setup is my dinky little laptop, I could take it with me, but I have nowhere to record there. So like, I have nowhere to stream there without you hearing them in the background. So it's one of those things.
Need to get you a mobile streaming setup. So like those foam
Well, once I have an actual
suppression
PC, then
things.
I could use my laptop as a mobile streaming setup. But I don't have an actual computer. I have a gaming laptop. That is what everything runs on. So if you ever wonder, oh boy, why is she glitching the fuck out? It is because my poor little laptop is constantly chugging with the amount of stuff I have open.
Another streamer you follow got a divorce. Their partner threw an ultimatum about stopping streaming. I would never do that with a partner of any kind. Like, if someone said to me, hey, if you want us to be together, you need to stop streaming, I'd just be like, bye. Sorry. No, I can't.
Yeah, that's why my videos, it's why my VODs take so long to upload. Speaking of, all the VODs for Coffin of Andy and Lele are now up on my YouTube. Except the last one. The last one is having some copyright issues, which is fine. I can fix those easily. It just has to finish processing. But because it's 12 hours, it's taking a little bit.
Can we get a shout out for Matham, please, Nova? I asked my mods to do so much.
Matham followed me. I thank you, Matham.
It's fine, because
I'm terrible at both pronouncing. Oh, sorry. I keep talking over you. It's a bad habit of mine. I really need to stop.
It's just the brain.
I'm terrible to collab with.
If you were, we wouldn't be here right now, so incorrect.
I feel like you are too lenient with me, Dan.
No.
I think you are far too lenient with me.
I mean, if you want me to be like, Rune,
bad streaming habits.
Rune, you need to shut the hell up.
I need to shut the fuck up.
No, you don't. You need to talk more.
I think I spend a majority of our collabs is just me yapping in general.
Miramis, you're fine with being on your own at this point. You don't like the idea of sharing your room. Me fucking too, okay? Like, okay, we've had this, so Rune, I've had this discussion on stream before, but people might not remember. But, and I don't think I've ever said this to you either. Like, my ideal relationship is, or like living situation, in a relationship, I should say, is, we have our own places, like we have our own homes, and occasionally we'll like stay over at each other's places, but we won't ever live together or move in together. I just can't do that. I need my own space. That's my kind of thing. And I've only recently discovered that myself.
I'm kind of in the same boat, but also I am a deeply lonely person, just by the nature of my trauma that I've talked about. I think a lot on stream I've talked about the shit that I've gone through as a kid. So it's made me someone who desperately needs somebody there at all times, but God forbid you try to get my attention. I'm awful. Because it's one of those things that it's, like, my mood swaps so fast between people are fine, people are great, versus I just need to
I
be
said that
alone,
before,
like,
at the very least, and you
immediately.
might remember people looked at me weird. No, that's the thing. Like, I actually got this from someone I used to work with in the medical area when I was working there, and she's been with her partner for like decades, but they have their own homes. And I asked her about this. I
Interesting.
said to her, like, what stops you from moving in together? And she said, like, it was the independency, but also, like, a relationship is about dependency, right? But having your own
Mhm.
house is about independency. You know, you come home to your house and it's your space. You've decorated the way you want. Your stuff is there.
Fandom posters everywhere.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
really funny. I often describe my bedroom as it looks like a 12-year-old girl lives there,
incorrect.
which
I mean, I've never
is
seen your
not
bedroom.
entirely incorrect. Well, it's like My Hero Academia. Well, back when I had it fully decorated, it was like fairy lights and
Cute.
anime posters everywhere.
Heck yeah.
I had like one of those little like Polaroid clippable fairy lights, and I had like a bunch of My Hero Academia characters, like artwork that I had just yoinked off the internet and managed to get printed out in my weird secret fandom brain ways. And I had those all printed up. You can actually see them in the background of some of my outfit pictures.
That's so cute. Never
uh,
shun your interests.
oh, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just think it's really funny.
Oh, okay.
It's like you can tell a fandom nerd lives in this room.
But that's a
I
good
don't know where
thing.
my Bill Cipher poster went, which is shitty because I really liked that poster, but the person who gave it to me is also a
Do you
bad
have
person.
a favorite
Or at least they were
character
an
from
asshole to me.
season 1, Rune? Ooh. Yeah, Rune.
What?
Do you have a favorite character from... So Rocket asks, do you have a favorite character
Yes.
from Dungeons and Daddy season 1?
So initially I didn't actually like season 1 all that much. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't like my favorite, if that makes any sense. But I re-listened to it recently, and ironically, my least favorite dad, which was Henry, became my most favorite dad. Henry is my fucking favorite. I love him. Oh boy, that man needs a good old pat on the head, probably from his wife.
Pat on the head?
Yeah, he's got some issues. The
Oh.
all of the Oak boys have some good old generational trauma mixed in there.
Oh. Donkey says, there's also that sword, shield, and helmet clumped together in a pile. Let's see what he says next. You're
Sword,
very weird.
shield, and helmet.
Rest assured, they are just coincidentally gathered together like that. Mm-hmm. Nobody died there. Not at all. Sure, Donkey.
Oh, Ron absolutely made me fucking sob. The
What
first
fiction
time I
character?
listened to Ron's whole thing, I was at work and I was just sitting there bawling, and one of my coworkers are like, "Are you okay?" Because it's pretty frequent that I end up crying at work for any number of reasons.
What fictional
So
character does
they
not
were
have
just like, "Are
issues?
you okay?" And I was
Oh,
like, "I'm fine. Go away." I
your
cried because
room
my dog was at the
looks like
bed.
a
I've had multiple
22-year-old
panic
frat
attacks for
boy who never
any
did
number of
chores
reasons.
lives here. Miramis using the new emotes. Fuck yeah. Sorry.
Woo! New emotes. I need to get new emotes, especially for my updated model. I will never get rid of my old emotes. That's the perk of being a shapeshifter. Even if I don't have that model anymore because I lost it, which is really sad. I don't have my OG model anymore, which is kind of upsetting because I made that and I was not proud of it, but I was satisfied with it.
How did you lose it?
um, my computer was having issues. I can't use the inbuilt keyboard for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure why. We were trying to fix that, and we reset my computer, and some of the things that I thought were on my hard drive were not on my hard drive, including that model. So it has been
Oh.
lost to the void.
To the void it goes. Do 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 do.
So if you ever want to see my old model, then you have to go back to my old VODs. That's okay. It was.
That's
not
why they're
great.
though. They're there though. You know, the VODs are there to be like, hey, this is what I
Exactly.
used to look like.
And honestly, the emotes are a more accurate form. The model was my shitty attempt.
Rune,
PowerWash Simulator. We're playing the
That's
Shrek
how I
pack.
feel on my model. Not happy but
I love
satisfied. For
my
now.
model.
For now, Miramis. Remember
I
the
can't
power.
wait to see your model, Miramis. I want to see
power
it.
of yet.
I will eat it in the good way.
Please don't eat Miramis. Like, I need Miramis to stick around.
But bite.
But
not.
bite. Wow. Well, what can I say to that, everyone? Good luck.
Exactly. It sounds logic.
Yep. I can't beat that. You're getting nommed.
I'm gonna turn Miramis into soup.
Did this treasure chest give us money? I have
No.
no idea.
It does not. If only. You can't do anything with the dragon's hoard other than clean it. She'll get mad.
I mean, the dragon's hoard is mine. I am the Dragon King, after all. King of the dragons.
I'm just the random fucking mage out in the woods.
Yes. But a good one. A good witch.
I do my best. I've got other mages helping with other forms. Did you know shapeshifting takes a shit ton of energy? Fun fact.
Yeah, I mean, it should. You're literally... That's your favorite one? That's me 99% of the time I try to understand. Dan, just kidding. My own mods are coming for me. Fine.
More specifically, it takes a lot of energy to create a new form that I have not taken before.
Oh yeah.
Taking new forms takes a lot of time and energy. I get a boost from some other mages. I have to pay those other mages.
Surprised you
as
didn't
well.
use the smug emote there, Nova. Looking at you, sussy. No pectorals
I
for
need a
you
smug
today,
emote.
then.
Damn, denied the pectorals. I got to see the pectorals today. I am
Rune did
happy
get
with
to
my
see
life.
them.
I
Yeah.
am satisfied.
My life is complete now. I can die happy.
Exactly. I have seen Dan pecs. I am good. I may perish in peace.
Oh no, that's me. I've seen my own pecs. I can perish in peace.
Wow.
If you can't love your own model, then like, yeah. I highly encourage everyone. Like, it's why I fangirl over myself so much, because I'm just so hot, you know. Like,
I know. I'm so cute.
you are
I get
adorable.
very excited. I need to use my toggles more often. I got like the happy toggles and stuff that I like never use because I forget they exist.
Yes.
My favorite image is still my fucking profile picture though. It's me looking off to the side. I'm looking at chat or something in my face, and I've got like the hard eyes toggle going, so it just looks like I'm fucking enraptured with something. One of my favorite images.
So, one of your favorite games got an update.
One of my favorite games gonna update.
Yes. Andy and
Depends
Lele.
on what my favorite game is in that moment.
Well, the coffin of Andy and Lele got an update.
So the Coffin of Andy and Lele is probably not going to be updated for another year. The chapter 4 there is currently in works. So the way it's being split up is there's 4
Well, I
segments.
mean, the most
Chapter
recent...
3.
Recently
The
it got an
most
update,
recent?
didn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And
you've been playing that a lot.
2 weeks ago? A week ago? Yeah, I played it for a week straight. We got all of the endings and everything. For it. At least the ones, I think we got all of them anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, I lag. Okay, I lagged there for a sec.
Oh, it's because I picked up the stool.
That's why I lagged. But
It's
yeah,
gonna
I did
happen
that for a
again
week
because
straight.
I'm picking up
It
the
was great.
ladder. There we go.
Hopefully we'll... Have you 100% the last chapter? I sure have! I got all the achievements, done all of the endings. Oh boy, was that a rough one. That was a really hard chapter. That had a lot of heavy stuff going on in it. I mean, it
Really?
always does, but it was treated as heavily as... Like, the contents in specific deserved to be treated.
But, so, you're saying it was treated with respect? Is that what we're saying, or...
It...
Carefully,
I'm
maybe?
not someone who can determine whether something like that has been treated with respect. I don't typically engage with that specific content for a reason, and that is because I don't respond well to it. Which is, so I tend to avoid it in my day-to-day life, but Coffin is an exception, mainly because my love of psychology takes over. Which is why I'm personally so fascinated with with the game, because the game is taboo for a reason. Like, it does cover some pretty interesting topics. If you know anything about the Coffin of Annie and Layla, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Taboo topics, yeah.
It is a taboo topic.
What, the game
and
itself,
it is
or
what the game covers?
Oh,
what the game involves a heavy dose of.
I've
From what I've heard
heard
about the game, it's a dark topic because some people see it as problematic. Yeah, a lot of people see the topic itself as problematic, and it is. But the way it's being handled, I find endlessly fascinating. Whether or not it's handled with the respect and care it deserves is another question, because the story being told isn't exactly the most delicate. The most recent chapter has kind of hit me really hard, so I've had to take a break from it.
I mean, I feel like so in my experience, one of the easiest ways to even start being respectful of a topic is to at least have helplines or places where websites they can go to get support if anything affects them. That is step one of, like, being respectful of any topic. So if they don't have
I don't know
like
if it does. It might in the description, but I haven't looked at it. But there's nothing in the game itself.
Oh dear.
But that would also break immersion and whatnot, so I can see why it's not, you know.
Well, when the chapter ends, after the credits, it should then be like, if you need any help.
So far, there hasn't been credits because the game is still under development.
Is there anything on the main
visual
menu?
Novel,
like,
not as far as I have seen. But
okay, then in my eyes, or my opinion, I should say, it's unfortunately not being fully respectful to its audience. Like, if you're gonna have a game that touches on those or any kind of subjects which could potentially damage the psyche or cause psychological, emotional harm, you gotta have some kind of like buffer or shield for that helps people.
I raise you this though. In my VODs, I was going to put a helpline number in my description because of the heavy shit, and it felt like that's something I should do.
Amazing.
However, upon going and looking for finding some, they are country exclusive. There isn't one number you can call globally, so you're only providing help to Americans or Canadians or Europeans or Asian people. Like, it's all...
In that
There's
case...
nothing that's truly, you know, that will help certain people.
Everyone.
Because if you're not
Yeah.
American, well, then you can't call this number, so what's the point of having the number there, right?
Yeah. In that
Which
case,
is why I don't
would
have one in my description like I was going to.
I would just put a disclaimer saying like this game touches on topics that could be harmful. If you need help, please seek it. Then yeah, then you're fine.
Yes, that I did do.
And the game probably does that
and I did put the
itself as
content
well.
warnings in the description as well, because it is heavy shit that needs to, you know, be alerted of.
I mean, the game probably does that as well, yeah.
But there are a ton of games that don't necessarily put the content description, like, content warnings are an interesting thing because there is an element of quote-unquote spoilers to them. So, like, something that doesn't happen in Chapter 3, you know, if you have that as, like, as a forefront, yes, it's good for people to be informed, mind you. It's just, it's interesting how different people approach content warnings and shit. Like, I put them in the fucking description of my thing because, you know, I do appreciate those kind of content warnings. They're like I said, they're things I don't typically engage with for a reason.
Yeah.
But for this game, I have made an exception. Some of it was because I didn't expect it to go to the extent that it did. And you can very clearly tell that in my reaction when I'm streaming. I was very hesitant and like about it. Which, you know, is kind of to be expected. The topic of conversation is not exactly a pleasant one. But it's interesting. It's definitely something I need to. It's interesting.
I mean, the fact we're having this discussion in itself is a good step in the right direction. So. Exactly.
I honestly love the game. I love the game so much.
Why does Shaw
them through and talk about problematic novels? Yeah. I know with Coffin there's a lot of talking about whether or not it is glorified, and I personally don't think it is being glorified because they're not characters you're supposed to look up to or respect. Like, both of the main characters and most of the cast, to be quite frank, are god-awful people, and that's shown straight in Chapter 1. Ashley constantly manipulates her brother, and her brother has been physically violent with her at times. And he's just as bad on the manipulation angle if he wants to be. Like, they're not good people, and they are not meant to be. I don't think what is happening to them or what they are doing is glorification so much as a story being told. But it is also, I am also aware that it is a fine line to walk between, you know, how far is too far.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also a very personal line, too.
Yes, it is, yeah. It's like why I had to stop playing In Stars and Time, and I explained this on stream. It was because, you know, it touched on things that were too close to home in an essence, so I just couldn't play that anymore. You know, and
that's entirely fair. That's an entirely valid reason to drop the game.
Donkey says, sorry to interrupt. Donkey says, wow, I always thought there was maybe some gold hero jewels there, maybe even the old collector scroll or whatever. I thought most of it must be padding, you know, chocolate coins and milk bottle tops, but all this? With an exclamation mark, question mark. But yeah, sorry, Rune. What were you saying?
Yes, the game is not rated correct, likely because it is not finished. I'm glad that I got to the chapter as quickly as I did, quite frankly, because I do need a very long break from the game. It's why I powered through it as much as I did. Like, it wasn't until the 4th stream out of 6 that heavy shit happened, and it was right at the end. And I ended stream right after it happened, not only because
you had
it
to
was
protect
heavy,
yourself.
But ironically enough, well, it was that, and as well as my usual timing was coming up, and I had pushed a little bit. Nova came in several times to tell me to go the fuck to bed.
as
and
Nova
then something
does,
even, and then something that I won't say even worse, what like I was going to, because they're both really bad, happened at the beginning of the other stream, which was a lot, but not something I couldn't handle, just something you did have to take a breather from.
Yeah.
Chapter 3, but specifically the things that happen, the two things that I'm talking about. I mean, the whole relationship between Andrew and Ashley is bad, but that's kind of the focus. The two things that happen, which are SA and DV, for those of you who know what those abbreviations mean, it's not that hard to figure out. Both happen in what equivocally is the bad end, quote unquote. Like, if you're getting to that point in the game, then their relationship is so beyond fucked at that point, it doesn't matter. Your two options are either they both commit suicide, which
I'm gonna bring
I have
us
said this on
away
stream before,
from...
and I will say it again. Yes, we can. It's
I think
it's intense.
Yeah, I also have like a small thing about the language there. Like, to use the word commit sounds like it's a crime, whereas it's more of like people are desperate. This isn't to fault you. This is to fault society as a whole.
That's fair.
So usually in my line of work, which is mental health, it's more of a case of like they chose to end their life rather than they committed such a thing.
That's fair. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's still something we're
Yes,
trying to make people aware of, so it's all good. All good. No, you never meant any harm, so
Yeah, because the way I see the word commit is like anyone can commit an action. It's not necessarily a negative connotation to use that word, at least in my brain. I commit going to the grocery store. Like it's a thing that I, do. I have committed to the idea that I am going to the grocery store today. That type of thing.
Anyway, let's
yes.
move away from Coffin and Lele, or whatever it was. Andy and Lele, that's it. I'm not sure. Do we
exciting things you have going on. Do you have any upcoming plans that you are looking forward to?
Yeah,
any
I guess I can.
Sessions? What's new and exciting in the world of Dan?
I guess I can announce. There'll be a donathon. We're gonna be raising money for. Wow, you say that. We're raising money because one of the artists who helped me with debut, Gumo, who did the debut trailer art animation, they are in a precarious situation with the place they live at the moment. So we're going to be raising money to hopefully get them safer
out of that precarious
position,
as much as possible.
Yeah, it's like the country itself is not good right now. And riots.
So we're talking about the States. I'm joking.
No, but yeah, I agree as well with that. But to be a bit more
joke. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. To be a bit more specific, it's like there's riots and things, and it's causing like actual damage to their property and where they live. So it's kind of scary right now. So we're just gonna be raising money. There'll be some incentives, some things you can unlock. And it's literally in a week's time. I've done really bad advertisement for this.
Dang, yeah, really, if you're just announcing it now.
Yeah, there'll be a video out. There's meant to be a video out later, actually, about it. But seeing as you asked, I thought I'd talk about it here as well. The goal is pretty high because, they're escaping. It's a relief fund.
Yep.
So...
Alright, one of my alarms telling me to wake the fuck up just went off because I forgot to turn them off.
Wake up, Rune. Wake up, Rune.
Ironically enough, it was Red Flags by Tom Cardy.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
very funny song to wake up to.
Where was I? Train of thought. So yeah,
The fun.
some of the incentives will be that chat gets to design an emo or a new toggle
Ooh.
entirely. So we'll see how things go if we can hit those goals. Yeah, it's a pretty big goal to try and hit, but I want to do the best we can for Gumo. So
Yeah.
every little helps is gonna be what we're gonna
Let me know when that stuff comes out and stuff, and I will do my best to spread the word as well.
It's bad that same riots in unsafe countries sums on most of the news. Well, I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
Nah.
I also don't watch the news. I refuse to watch the news because it
Yep.
makes me sad and stresses me out, and the
My
stuff I hear
life
in, like, the
should be
background of my
full-
daily life is already too much, let alone me actively seeking it out.
Yeah, like I should choose. I can choose what media to consume, and I choose not to consume media that makes me sad. That is why I don't watch the news. Like
If I want to be sad, I'll go read sad fanfiction.
yeah, if the news was more
I will
focused
engage with
on
sadness in the safeness of my fandom.
positive things, you know, if they focused on positive things, then I would watch the news. But they don't, so I will never watch the news.
Yeah, they only focus on the negative. They never talk about the positive shit that's going on either.
Well, it's because negatives always gets clicks, doesn't it? That's the society we live in. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, that's true.
Gosh, we've gone so negative this chat.
We have gone so negative this chat. Be it that's mostly due to Coffin and me.
Well,
Whoops.
not you, but
Hi,
the
detective. Hey, I'm the one who brought up the topic, so.
No, it wasn't. I asked you about it. Don't try and blame us. I asked you about it because I said one of your favorite games got an update. So, hi, detective.
That's
Welcome in.
Thank
But
you
I
for the
will.
follow, detective.
I will
thought you were
quickly
following me already.
say though, when we're talking about goals and future things, like if we can get to 1,000 followers, people think I'm joking about this. I'm actually not. But I'll open an OnlyFans.
Ooh.
Just and see what kind of content people want on there. That kind of thing. Or even like a Patreon as well. Maybe. I don't know.
I've been toying with the idea of a Patreon for a while. Not necessarily as expecting it to, do anything right now. Like, just so much to get it set up so I don't have to deal with it later down the line.
An only dance. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But that's only if we hit 1,000, so...
I think for my 500 follower goal, I'm probably going to end up
Patreon would be
changing this and make it a higher reward, since I've realized I'm going to have to get custom, which is going to be a lot more difficult. But I think my 500 follower goal reward initially was to do a maid outfit baking stream.
Aww. See, now that's
but
wholesome.
I was browsing online. I was browsing online for some maid outfits because, I need one. But none of them will fit. All of them are like 4 sizes too small.
For now.
So I have to get a custom one. So Funny has designed me a custom made outfit that I just need to get made.
Adorable.
Somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I will figure it out, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, I got made up, but well, I didn't ask for it to made up. Isla made it as a gift for the debut. Yes, because chat mentioned it, and then she went away and was like, "I made this," and I was like, "Oh wow," because I loved it so much. It's actually on my so I made a custom like desktop wallpaper for myself. Still in the works. But it's basically all the things I like in one, and some of that is some of like the art that has been produced.
Yeah. Getting fan art really is something special, man. Every single piece I'm just like screaming and crying over for like half an hour, at least. I'm just like, this is amazing.
Everyone looks good and made out of it, and cat is. I don't make the rules. Mm.
Well, I'm working on both. I have one already.
She got the kitties.
Wiggle ears.
Wiggle the ears. But yeah. What about yourself? Is there anything coming up for you, Rune, that you wanna talk about?
My big ol' Easter dinner that's coming up tonight.
Ooh,
that I am
is
going
it
to
a
devour.
roast or?
Turkey.
Oh, it's a turkey.
Big old turkey. My mom's side of the family is gonna be coming over and everything.
I prefer turkey to a lot of things, actually. I've got some pita bread defrosting at the moment.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna probably have some turkey in or some cheese. I can't decide right now.
But yeah, my mom's side of the family is gonna be coming over later today.
Okay.
I have another form on the way. That will allow me to do some more on like IRL streams, some wandering around out in public streams, hopefully. I don't know if I will actually do those kinds of streams, but it opens up the possibility to do them and such things like that.
And you can put the option as like an incentive in the future as well, so that's cool.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Hopefully I'm still paying that off. Of course, I need mages' helps to come up, like other mages' helps, to come up with new forms and, you know, pouring energy into the form of those, into the creation of those forms. So I'm working on paying them currently. I owe a lot of money. Ugh. Weeping and crying, just a little bit, but I signed myself up for it, so it's fine.
Oh my god, I completely forgot.
It's just taking a while to pay off. But I should hopefully be getting it sometime in August. It should be completed. There is another form that is currently on hold because I ended up getting hit with a broom repair bill. That has cost me a lot.
A broom repair bill?
Well, yeah.
How did you break the broom?
Oh, it was just having some oil problems.
Oh, I see. The capacitator needed
My broom
replacing.
transforms like I do. I had to take it to the auto shop. It transforms like I do. Broom in the summer, car in the winter. Because fuck you, I'm not flying out in that cold wind.
Oh, righty so. We actually just worked through an ad break. Oops. Sorry everyone for that. I completely lost track of time. Oh, Nova has a question. What games are you planning to play or stream soon?
I want to get back into Ale and Tail. I haven't played Ale and Tail since I had my Fallout with the friends that I used to play it with. But I want to get back into that because I really do like that game.
I have a group of friends who love Aeon Tail, so I mean,
Ale and Tail's so cute, man.
I don't think it's something for me because I've seen gameplay and it just doesn't make me go ooh. It makes me more go not for me.
That's fair. We had such a good system. I was the cook. And also I just told people what to do because otherwise they were chaotic. We all had our roles. We had the gardener who tended our farms. No one looked after the animals, they just kind of tended to themselves.
You didn't care for your animals.
I think Jasper was doing that on top of the gardens, but the gardens were his main priority. We always had so many fucking eggs due to those goddamn chickens. We were always overloaded with eggs. We always had way too many. like not enough of everything else. We'd go until we run out of supplies, then we'd go and get a shit ton more supplies, and then we just repeat the process. It would take us a few hours. It's great.
Free from you.
Other games. The Wallace and Gromit pack. This game.
Yeah. Like there are some days.
I really want to play Infinity Nikki. I haven't downloaded onto my computer, but I haven't booted it up yet. I've played. I think the OG game is Love Nikki. For so long, I definitely prefer the OG game. I like the art style better than the 3D. At least when it comes to Infinity Nikki and... Or not Infinity Nikki, what's the other one? There's Love Nikki, Something Nikki, and then the newest one, which is Infinity Nikki. I want to play Infinity Nikki. I didn't really like the second one. And the first one, I like the art style better. The art style is like a 2D, very cute. I like it. But that's a game I've been wanting to play. I'm so far behind now compared to everyone else.
You shouldn't compare yourself to others. We've spoken about that before.
No, but I mean in terms of like rewards and unlockables and everything, and like keeping up to date with like the newest outfits and stuff. It's something I've never really bothered to keep track of. But then there's like so many, it's overwhelming, and I'm just like, but I want them all. It's like, okay, well, too bad you can't get these ones anymore. They were exclusive. It's like, well, but it's pretty.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing should remain exclusive for longer than 2 years. Like, there'll be, like, a 2-year gap before it's officially unlocked to the public.
Oh.
But, like, it should never, at least in my opinion, it should never stay completely exclusive. Like, it could be a new outfit, it can be exclusive for a couple of years. But if it's permanently one of those things that it's just like, oh, just this event passed 6 years ago and you literally can never get it now. It's like, oh, but why? What is the point?
Yeah.
Like, at that point, it's not even locked behind a paywall. It's just like, no, you can never have this because you didn't log on 6 years ago when you didn't know the game existed. It makes no sense to me.
And they do it for money, don't they, though? Because the games are free.
But some of them aren't even locked behind paywalls. Like, it's literally an event only. Because this event is over, you cannot get it. Not with coins, not with real money, not with anything. It's just, you can't. It's impossible.
And then it comes like a mark of privilege, doesn't it? Like, I got this
Yeah.
and you don't.
It's like, I worked for this entire set when you were not even aware that this game existed, and now you can never have it, even though it fits your aesthetic so well.
I think that's just jealousy, though, isn't it? What it boils down to is it just stems. It creates an air of jealousy.
Especially with a game like Love Nikki, because it doesn't separate them out into exclusive versus what you can get. Just like by collecting other clothing pieces and making it or evolving it or like whatever the different ways you get outfits. So it's like you'll click on something, it'll be like, okay, and then as the ingredients that it tells you need for it, it'll just be like, event exclusive, and I'm just like, okay, well, gotta go find a new outfit to do, even though this process is kind of tedious. Because it is a tedious process to set it up to be able to do it like that.
Yeah.
But I do like the game, it's just mildly frustrating at times.
Oh, I get that. I'm slowly entering a low energy mode. I'm not entirely sure why, but I can feel it. And I think it's because...
It was very likely the topic of conversation earlier. It can be pretty draining.
That, and we didn't take a break.
Well, do you want to take a break now? I know it's a little bit off, but like...
Yeah, I want to take a break.
Okay.
Because if I don't, I will...
Take your break.
Yeah, because if I don't take a break, I'm gonna, like, run out of energy.
Yeah, no, take your breaks. You have a very specific way you run your streams that allow you to have a small break every hour. I go feral until I'm tired.
Okay. I will
Anywhere between an
return.
hour and 4.
If you need to continue watching, please everyone go hop over to Rune's stream real quick. While, you know, I step away.
Yes. Go take your quick break. I will be here yammering on about maybe Dungeons and Daddies to...
Absolutely. See you soon. Hello? Oh! Okay, let me go back to the game scene. Hello, Ray! Oh, Celestial Knights, thank you so much for the follow! I'm sorry I wasn't around. Meek, Matt. Meek wants to see the pecs. Meek, if you're still here, I'll show pecs. If you're not, then I won't. That's how it is. Hello, how are we doing? 99%? Oh, damn.
I've been working hard while you've been gone.
You have? I'm so sorry.
I even took a brief Oh, you're good.
I took a very long extended break.
You are allowed to take a break.
So I could do food.
You are allowed to take however long of a break you want.
I have a chicken pizza wrap with special fried rice.
Ooh. I'm not gonna eat till dinner, mainly because gotta have an empty stomach if you're gonna do a big ass dinner. I need to rewatch the game theory video on how to get the most
eating a chicken nugget. Fuck off.
Hello, Ray. How are you? I said hello earlier, but then I realized that you were in Dan's chat and wouldn't be able to see me or hear me, which is fine. But hello.
Hello. Chicken nugget. I wish I had chicken nuggets. I wish.
Honestly, you'll find most fan bases are very, very queer. Honestly, like that's kind of just how that goes.
The thing is, though, there are some creators. I hate to be the negative Nancy, but there are some creators who know that they look a certain way, and they use that to play, like.
Yeah.
They play
and
into it.
Those people are.
Yeah, we don't like those people.
Dude has a subreddit during Pride Month, mostly game memes. Yeah. I mean, if you weren't okay with your audience being a majority, a minority, as fandoms tend to go, like, there's a reason why communities build the way they do. It's finding refuge in each other over a shared thing that's enjoyed. So it's not really a surprise that most of that tends to be minorities flocking to each other as a form of respite. That's why fandom exists to an extent.
Yeah,
not the way
I
it started, but it's the way it has developed.
Is it all the stuff I've done that is not clean? Wait, where's the golden egg? Oh, it's there.
Golden egg. Sometimes I wish I used Reddit, and then I'm glad that I don't.
I have a Reddit. I am only active in, like, the VTuber streamer spaces, so, like...
It's really unfortunate because I can't even get active in those spaces because I get too nervous, and I'm like, but what if people don't like me? I'm so bad at making friends, guys. It's kind of sad. It really feels like younger fandom has been treating the content like consuming. It does! It really does suck. And I find myself doing the same thing. But I've never been someone who engages in fandom. Like, I'll save the artwork, I'll like the artwork. But very rarely will you find me doing things like commenting or anything. Mainly just because I don't have anything worth to say, so I just opt not to say it. Cause like, but then there are posts that are like, everyone that are like artists who are like, yeah, even that, oh cool, or like, this looks nice is a huge boost, and I'm over here like, I want to be able to engage with that. Hold on, I will be right back. My uncle needs to speak to me. 1 second.
I shall entertain. Hello everyone. Hi. I really like chicken pita wraps. Did you know that? What else?
Sorry about that.
Did
but
you
yeah,
know,
engaging
chap?
in fan.
I have to remove the prawns
I'm
from
eating
a
a chicken
special
nugget,
rice
fuck off.
because I don't eat any seafood of any kind.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Keyboard Smash always appreciate it.
That's why it took me extra long to get back, because I was standing there with a fork going, that's a prawn, that's a prawn. I'll just give them to the cats later. Chopped up, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, fandom spaces. Yeah, I tend to be one of the, like, I'll engage with it. Like, obviously, I'll leave kudos if a fic is really good. Like, if I have something to say about something, I will let the author know in, like, a 10-paragraph fucking... I say author, I mostly read fanfiction. I do look at fan art as well, but mostly that's just me being like, ooh, pretty. But that's about it.
Mood. Tell us all about the best chicken nugget. Alright.
The best chicken
Alright.
nugget?
Ball of Wisdom has been redeemed. The best chicken nugget. Okay. This is like amazing. This chicken nugget can be put with any sauce and I will eat it and enjoy it, alright? It is the McDonald's chicken nugget.
Oh god, yeah.
Honestly,
Devour that.
anything. Barbecue sauce, yep. Sweet chili, yep.
However,
Ketchup, yep.
I raise you the Wendy's chicken nugget.
I have never had a Wendy's. We're gonna
You've
make.
never had Wendy's?
We're gonna make that.
Thing?
No, it's
Because
over here in this
Wendy's
country.
chicken nugget, when they are made correct, are so juicy. They're so good.
Okay, we're gonna make that a incentive for the donathon. If we can get to like a certain amount, probably quite a lot of money, then I will go out, buy a Wendy's, and eat it on stream, and give you my honest.
I love the Wendy's chicken strips.
It's gonna be an honest Wendy's review.
But yeah, it's the crispy chicken nuggets you want, not the chicken strips. Both are good, but what you're after is the nuggets.
Crispy chicken nuggets.
Nuggets, yes.
That is what I like to hear. We will try Wendy's sometime.
So
we will, Ray, but I want to do it as a stream thing. Yeah, I wanna do it as a donathon incentive. We can unlock a Wendy's stream. Could you imagine? Where is
the king goes to Wendy's?
The king goes to Wendy's. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like our food laws are different, so it is gonna taste different. Arch wall decorations. Oh, those things. Arch pictures.
I saw it. It's this one.
We did it! That'll do, donkey. Achievement and got. Complete the dragon's lair
There we
job.
go.
Escape. Go. Oh my god, just have me standing there for like most of it at some point. I'm like, you know what? I need a break. And I just go stand in the middle.
As you should. Look at us clean the thing, we're so fast. So fast.
Rune, that's the end of this DLC.
Do you want to do one of the, I mentioned the seasonal specials that exist that we haven't done on stream. There's 4 of them. There's a Christmas one, a Halloween one, a summer one, and one other one. I don't have the money for the newest DLC pack right this second. I'm gonna be getting it when I next get paid, and that's probably what we'll end up playing for the for the next PowerWash stream. What are we gonna do when we run out of packs to do the PowerWash streams?
We will play something else.
Oh no, what will we play? We'll have to figure that out. We've never really discussed it before because we've just always had PowerWash. Though I guess did we ever actually make it through the entirety of the base game mode? I don't think we did. I think we moved on to the DLCs because they were more fun and there was a new one out and I really wanted to play it.
career-wise, we are on the temple.
We're on the temple?
Let's do the temple.
Okay. Yeah, we can do the temple.
I'm hoping there's enough content in this game to get us to when PowerWash Sim 2 comes out.
Well, here's to hoping. Okay, yeah, we've still got a decent amount left for
You loathe
It's
the
still my
temple?
good.
Why? What's wrong with the temple?
It's a pain in the ass. There are
has...
some intricate details that are a pain in the butt to clean.
You know where the mayor's pipeline dividing with the water and the river to a secret mining rig, right? Oh. No, I didn't know the mayor had a secret mining rig. The monks have relied on that river to water their crops for a time immemorial, and now their crops are failing. Those poor
That's
monks.
always how it goes. It's clean. Be clean and tidy. Too many high up little knickknacks. Yeah. I've played through the entirety of the career, the Warhammer. I've got all the DLC except the Wallace and Gromit pack. I have played through all of the DLC.
Oh, including the special ones?
Yes, including the special ones.
Oh, okay. Like the holiday specials. Okay.
There is no inch of this game that I have not played other than the Wallace and Gromit pack at this point. But I love playing it, so I don't care if I end up repeating stuff.
The bathroom.
Hold on, I'm being interrupted again.
That's okay. I'm here. So, chat, do you eat rice with chopsticks, fork, or spoon? I personally prefer a fork and spoon, but I can totally understand having rice with a chopstick. That is good rice. Fork and knife? What do you do with the knife in the rice? Like, you cut the rice up smaller? I've never heard of that before, but you do you know. Sorry, that was, like, rude of me. Let me try that again. I have learnt something new today. Spoon. Chopsticks are too complicated for my small brain. You don't have a small brain, Evie. You'll learn chopsticks someday. I would like Ray to teach me how to use chopsticks someday.
I need to go take a very brief break. I need to go hide some Easter eggs for my little cousin real quick.
Okay, take a break. It's so cute of you to do that.
It will only take me a few minutes, but I will be back. I need to do that before they get here. My mom's gonna go pick them up right now.
Go, go, go.
So I will be back. I will be back. Go into Dan's chat, y'all. If you want to watch, I will be back as soon as possible.
Hide those eggs. Hide those eggs. Can I make one self-deprecating joke? You use the knife to push the rice to the foot. Like, literally everyone else does. I'm so... Ignore me. Ignore me, Nova. Sure, Evie, but if I don't like it, I'll tell you off. Ray and I have actually been doing, we've gone back into Monster Hunter again. And we've been gold crown farming, I guess. Or hunting, I should say. We've even gotten to the point where we have a spreadsheet. We are that dedicated to getting these gold crowns. So Matham, if you ever want gold or mini crowns, you let us know. And we can help you out. We got you, you know. We got you, buddy. Just realized I didn't start on the door. Probably start on the door. The joke has been forced to stop making self-deprecating jokes, even in real life. Is that though your partner, your boyfriend? Is that what they're doing? Are they telling you to stop? I finished one of my puzzle games, and I started recently playing the game called Blueprints, which is another puzzle game. But I really like this one because it seems to be actually quite long-winded. And, well, not long-winded, but it has a longer story, which is nice. There's rust on some of the door here. So what I'm having to get rid of is this horrible rust. Nasty. Maybe my friends as well. Apparently I make them too often. I mean, the thing is, like, I can see it from your boyfriend's point of view, okay? So, when you've got someone who's constantly putting themselves down when, you know, you just like them, or are even falling in love with them, because that can happen in some cases, not to say he is, but I've had a relationship where someone kept putting themselves down, right? And I was the optimistic one in the relationship. Where I basically got known as the optimistic one between the two of us. Thank you, Nova. Enjoy your food. And eventually it got exhausting having to constantly be like, hey, can you not put yourself down? Like, you're someone I really like, and I like these qualities about you. And if you're gonna constantly put yourself down, I'll just, like, I don't have the energy to constantly keep saying, like, I don't believe you, or that's wrong. Like, I know you don't like that fact, like, that part of yourself, and I get that. But all in all, I like you. Like, I'm with you, even faults included. And that's ultimately what a relationship is going to be about in the future. Like, when I find a partner, they're not going to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, okay? I get that. But I hope that the one I do find, the person I do find, does recognize their faults, and mine too, and still loves me even with them. You know? Because we all deserve that. We all deserve to be loved. In whatever way we would like. You know? Some people prefer love to be conditional. So technically, I guess for me, my love would be conditional, because it would be like, hey, it has to be under the premise that we are not ever gonna, like, we're gonna have our own places, we're not gonna live together. But I don't know, I could change in the future, you know? Can I test that? It's because of you, Dad, that I decided to keep working on the model. I was being too critical, I realized. Yeah, being too... Yes! See? Oh my gosh. Should we turn this into a yappening right now, where I can just, like, bolster everyone's freaking understanding of themselves? I would love to do that. Fuck yeah, stairs done. This door is still not done somehow. I don't like that. The thing is, you stopped making a lot of the jokes you used to because you don't agree with them anymore. Yeah. Fuck yeah! 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 Sorry. I can get excited now. You can actually see it on stream. Still getting used to this. I know it's been 3 months, nearly 3 whole months since we debuted. But I gotta say, still getting used to it. I can move so much more. You can see me more. I'm more expressionful. Like, oh, so good. And it's gonna take me a while to get used to it. So, I'm just being patient with myself, you know? 3 months since you got the puppy face? What do you mean the puppy face? All hail King Dan for helping us improve our perception of self-worth. I mean, I'm not helping you do anything. You're realizing it all yourself. I'm just giving you a nudge in the right direction. This hard work is all you. Alright? Life is fucking difficult. And if I can make it one step easier for you, I will do that. The snout of the model reminds you of a puppy. Have you got... Oh my gosh. Have you all seen the little fan art that's being made by Houndy in the Discord? In the gallery, in the art gallery? Like, that is the child of me and Halfdan. Because we joked in the Halfdan collab on Monday. We joked about having a child and what it would look like a Viking dragon. Even a nudge is helpful. It's a nudge I wouldn't have considered before. That's cute. Well, you're welcome. I'm gonna eat some rice now. Oh. Thing is, art should never be an imitation. So even if it's not perfect, I'd rather you kept going until you concluded that your work was finished. I will love it no matter what anyway. Because it means there is something about receiving fan art or any kind of art, like even commission art as well.
Artwork! I love fan art.
There's something, welcome back by the way, there's something about receiving fan art that is a different kind of joy than anything else I've experienced. Because there's just so much gratitude that wells up inside me. It just overwhelms me in a good way and makes me want to work even harder and do even more for you all. So
100%.
we were talking, Rune, about how even if you're unhappy with how a work piece is going, if you can still finish it, you can still then say to yourself that you managed to finish something, even if you don't like the end result. Or you can literally just paint over it. That's why I like paints. And then we got into fan art. I might try again at some point. The whole point is to be kind to yourself about it. If you cannot be patient with yourself and give yourself the benefit of the doubt, you know, say you do something wrong on one day to your artwork and then you're like, I can't believe I did that. That's ruined the whole piece now. I want to start again. Okay, do that. But it wasn't a mistake. It hasn't ruined the piece. It just has made the piece go in a different direction than what's in your mind's eye. And creating what's in our mind's eye is impossible, because that is... Our imagination will always cook up something to be perfect, whereas perfection is, in a way, an illusion. Like, we can never get anything that is perfect.
100%.
Oh. I thought you had something to add as well as talking. It's okay.
Nah, I'm just listening.
Oh, I was just on a rant about self-worth and people not actually taking, like, giving themselves the benefit of the doubt and
Yeah. Giving yourself the benefit of the doubt can be really hard.
it's a skill to learn, isn't it? Like,
it is. It really is. It's one that I'm still learning, obviously.
I have fallen.
Oh no!
And I cannot get up.
I was about to say, let's hope the King's Men can put you back together again.
Am I Humpty Dumpty? You know what? Fuck it, I have time. Oh, Miramis. I've never tried making a non-human face, but I think I'd like to try once I clear some of my current project. Yeah, like, if your brain is so full of other projects, of course you're not gonna have the creative space to make anything else.
It's very fun because that's also what my model artist said when she made Rune, because she doesn't do furries because she just he can't draw them, which is fair. And because this current form straddles the line really hard.
Oh yeah.
Because I've got like the paw feet that are very rarely seen, but they exist, and like I've got a snout-ish.
Yeah.
There's like a soft layer of fur that covers my body. It's not. My leg patterns are not skin. They're fur. It's hard to tell the difference. But it's very interesting, and you learn by slowly getting out of your comfort zone.
Here's something I've never read before. When I took the proposal for my design to Kujamori-sama, my model mama, one of the things she said to me that always stuck with me was, I like this challenge because there's so many human-esque VTubers out there. You know, like, it might be a shark VTuber, but it's a human. You can clearly see it's a
they're
human.
humanoid.
Whereas, for me, I was like, no, we're full on dragon here. We're not, like...
Yeah.
And you can see it in the character sheet as well, that will, the reference sheet that will be coming. Like, my feet are dragon, my hands are dragon, everything is dragon.
That's the wonderful thing about being a shapeshifter, is the form that I'm currently in the process of getting is a form that has been seen before, and it's Sable. It's my crossfox Sable. Which is the alternate name I go by at times when I'm in that form. But like she's the form I have on the way in two different variants. One will be a model. That one is the one on hold currently because the car bill snuck up on me. And then the other one that I'm getting in August is
the broom bill. Yeah.
Yeah, is a it's a fursuit.
Fursuit. How do I get a ladder up here?
What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to get a ladder? Where are you?
Let me up! Nah! That is so tricky to get up. Oh my gosh.
That's why this place is often seen as a bit of a pain in the ass.
But we have to do it! Story.
I find I don't mind it. I remember being frustrated when I got to like the minute stuff, and then it was hard to find the dirt and I got pissed off, but that's me, and I power through it anyway. I'm just like, where the fuck is the dirt?
Okay, we do have another
like
ad break coming.
Yes. Make sure to take your break this time.
Yeah, and I am going to. Because I want to finish my food before it gets cold.
Yes. Take your break. I'll keep people occupied now that I'm back and no longer need to hide eggs. I forgot I needed to do that today. I should have done it earlier.
Did you hide them all?
I did. There was 56 of them.
Oh my gosh. How many cousins are coming?
A bunch, but only 3 of them are actually doing the hunt. But they're older kids, so they've each got like 1 or 2 chocolates in him. And there's 3 of them, so. That's 15-ish.
Annoying level. Can you carry the ladder up the steps? Maybe. Let's find out together.
Where are you trying to get?
Oh, I can carry up the steps. Oh, that's clever. Okay. All the way up on top of the tower.
I'm extra fun because I do my best to just parkour up every building I find. I only resort to like the stools and ladders if I absolutely have to, and even then I'm like, damn, I ruined my own challenge.
There's a gnome!
Yeah, you only just noticed him up there?
What do I do with the gnome?
Toss him off the building!
Ah!
This way, I want to see him fall.
Oh. I threw him the other way already. I'm sorry.
Why would you do something silly like that?
You said throw him off the building, so I instinctively threw him off the building.
In the wrong direction.
No, just the direction you didn't want me to throw him.
Therefore, the wrong direction.
To you.
To the universe, because I speak for the universe as a witch. The universe speaks through me. It was the wrong direction.
No. I'm just gonna enjoy the view up here real quick. I'm gonna sit here and have my food and chat.
That is very fair. I've gotten so used to just like doing long streams with like the minimum amount of breaks. Mainly because I always just kind of forget to do them. They're just never a thing that's on my mind until I have to like use the bathroom or decide I want a drink or whatever.
I wonder
I
if
find it would be convenient to have some more management for the
Dusty
for the
Otto,
ads.
you made me choke on my rice. Why would you do this to me?
Oh no! I brought myself down
there
with
we
a
go.
couple of chocolate egg, not from
Welcome
the one
in,
summer.
Dusty. Would you like it? Don't slip in the shower. What? Where does that even come into what I just said? And then you wheeze at me? Sir. Welcome in, Dusty. Would you like a shout out? Let me know. Make sure you're following Rune. Thank you. So no sentence, choke on rice and slip in the shower? No, it's not.
I have never heard that before.
Chat, has anybody heard that?
I have never heard that before. Not once in my life.
I need to ask. Nope. Oh. So what happens if you choke on rice and slip in the shower? Just, like, what happens? You choke on rice and slip in the shower? Is that literally how that... There's new emotes, by the way,
Is it an omen
Dusty.
of bad luck? Like, what?
Oh. Can we get a shout out for Dusty, please? Nova. Actually, is Nova even back from eating? Concern.
Question? Confused?
Concern, indeed. I don't think Nova's back. Let me do it. The cutie patootie. Have you seen the new toggles, Dusty? I don't think you have. I don't think you were at the 1.5 celebration. Only thing I can glean from it is Murphy's Law kind of thing, but then why would one eat rice in a shower? Right?
Yeah. To be fair, but then you've got phrases like step on a crack and break your mother's back, which also does not make sense, technically.
No.
Why would stepping on a crack break your mom's back, you know?
Mm.
You're just leaving us in a perpetual confusion for the rest of our lives.
Yep. I fell off.
Oh no!
It's fine. I'm just gonna work on this side now.
That's the most relatable thing ever. It's like, oh no, I fell off where I was working on, but there's more dirt just right in front of me, so I'm just gonna deal with that instead.
Exactly.
Like, I'll get back to whatever I was doing later. I don't want to do it anymore.
Wait, Dusty, you did see the new toggles? You saw my boobas? You saw the dragon boobas? Interesting. Boobas?
Boobas.
Well, pectorals. He has not seen them. Shall we give him a little taste, everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Just say no more, Rune. That was really quick response. Fucking hell. Alright, hang on. Here you go. Here is boobas. Oh, I pressed the wrong key. It's for a friend. It is indeed. We'll do a bit of cleaning with the booba available.
To be able to describe them to friends.
Yes. There you go. Enjoy His Majesty's majesties. I never thought that.
The majesties I have ever seen.
Why, thank you. I take good care of them. Majesty's majestic assets. When they said great asset, this is what they really meant. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna hide them now.
Very fair. Respectfully staring. I am disrespectfully staring.
Honestly, I disrespectfully stare as well. Not just you gets enjoyment out of my own tartars. I do as well.
It would have been funny if I was actually looking at the screen, because then it would look like then I would actually be looking at you, but I wasn't looking, I was cleaning.
Oh, it's okay.
Tragic.
You can see them, I'll show them off when we do the screenshot stuff towards the end. I want to do some, like, pictures of us together in VTube Studio. It's like memories for me, so I can be like,
yeah, we should absolutely do that.
Disrespectfully and intently staring. You fucking well should.
If you're not disrespectfully staring, then you're truly being disrespectful.
Right? I was literally about to be like, could you imagine if I went all masculine man and was like, oh, pay me money for my tartars. No, I hate that. I hate the thought of that. But I'm gonna do it for the donathon. For the donathon, I'm gonna be like, you want boobas? You want to see these pectorals? Then you gotta, I don't know, donate $10 and I'll show tartars for like a minute or so, or like 10 seconds.
I'm too ace for these jokes. I am also too ace for these jokes, but that doesn't stop me.
See, that's the fluidity of sexuality. Is that, yeah, I may be gay, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate the female body. Right? Or like a feminine body is what I should say. Is what I meant to say. So like, I'm not turned, this is getting really weird now. I'm not turned off by boobs, you know? I'm not like, boobs, gross. I'm like, huh, interesting.
Interesting. I'm the exact same way. I'm just like, would you look at that? Fascinating.
Aww.
Except I'm like that with everyone. It's very funny. But oh boy, if I don't know how to make the fucking dirtiest jokes. It's really funny. Because I'll pull them out of the fucking nowhere and people are like, rude! I didn't know you had that in you. I'm like, then you don't know me very well at all, because I can get weird and nasty sometimes if I really fucking want to.
I like that, Dusty. I like that. He says, it doesn't matter how I swing, a beautiful body is a beautiful body.
Yeah.
I can respect that sentiment wholeheartedly.
I agree.
My brain instantly going, yeah, but they have a vagine, then it's a no-no. And I was like, yeah, you're right, brain. You're right. Fucking brain. Ugh. Eyeliner. I like eyeliner.
I also like eyeliner. I am god awful at doing eyeliner. I'm terrible at doing makeup in general. It's not something I wear frequently, so I just never got good at doing it because I never saw the point.
I learned my eyeliner through the drag community. Thank you for the head pat.
Ooh.
And that's where I learned how to do my eyeliner. But I don't indulge myself in that anymore. I would like to, but it's the area I live in is very conservative, so
Oh, that's always unfortunate.
yeah. Gotta protect myself first and foremost.
My dad is like that, so anytime I just like appear or do something he doesn't like, it just ends up with him and I arguing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It will get better
Similarly,
when you can
agreed that we don't talk about it, and that's just kind of how we coexist.
You must get really challenging around like election season though.
We don't talk about politics either.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me change that.
No, I mean he and I don't talk about it.
Oh.
Simply
your
because
daily
it kind of
coin.
ends up the very same way. It ends up in
That's Mast's coin.
in arguments. So.
And there's Dusty's coin. That should be all coins.
Coins.
Yes. Coins. That was again made by the amazing Ink Sooner. Please check them out on VGen.
I need to look at VGen.
I've already done my commissions for this month.
I wish I could afford new commissions more often. I say as
I used my own personal money for this one.
I always use my own personal money for it.
It's
why they're so few and far between. It's because I don't often have a lot of extra money to spend.
You thought this was extra money? No, this is money I shouldn't have spent, but I impulsively spent it because their commission slots opened and I went and spent money.
That's how I do it, because the way I see it now is I'm a very small streamer. I make like nothing.
Wait, who's showering? Dusty's showering? Send me pictures. Thank you.
Wow.
What can I say? He's a handsome man.
I was not expecting that.
I think. I mean, I don't actually know the real person, but like, if you had art of Dusty Otto, like the VTuber or the internet personality, like showering, then yeah, I would pay for that.
That's the kind of things that go on an OnlyDance.
An OnlyDance. Yeah, I think with Patreon your content is very restricted. Like, not safe for work stuff is that allowed? I don't even know.
I think it depends. I think overtly not safe for work stuff is not allowed. I don't even, you might be able to link to it, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the terms of service too hard.
Yeah.
Mainly because I've been idling on that idea more than anything else, so I haven't looked at it too hard to know the exact specifications. I know one of the things I want to do is I want to write letters to, at least early on. I don't know if this will be manageable long term. I don't think it would be. But to write a handwritten thank you letter to
the
each
support
of my Patreon subscribers.
Yeah. I would like to do
Like,
that.
it wouldn't
as
be
well.
manageable in the long term, but in the short term, I'd love to do something like that.
Depends how you do it as well. Like, you could always mass produce later on.
Yeah, but then it's
handwrite the cards
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
They call them
would kind of be my go-to, would be to just, like, write a bunch of thank you and then being able to insert whatever username into them after. Like,
Yeah.
they'd be kind of generic, which would suck, but maybe there'd be, like, a postscript of something a little bit more personal or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how I would do them. It's something I want to do because I have this nice calligraphy set and I never get to use it, and it would give me a very good reason to
You say
it.
that, you
And
literally have my
special for
address.
them.
You could have written me a letter at any point.
I did technically write you a letter, but also I didn't want to overstep by just constantly sending you letters.
You can absolutely.
It was a one-time agreement. We never discussed.
I need to actually eat my food.
I bonked my mic. I apologize. I don't know if you guys heard that. I smacked it real hard.
You're good. Okay.
I will definitely send you letters.
Yeah, send me letters.
I'll have to give you my updated address since you have my old one.
Yeah. Please do. I haven't been able to send you any.
I know.
It's very distressing.
I will write you a letter. I have to go grab some of my stuff. It's all upstairs in the guest room right now because I was sleeping in the guest room temporarily during the ice storm because my sister's dog ate a diaper on my bed, and we didn't have power for me to wash my sheets.
Oh.
So I had to sleep in the upstairs guest bed because that's the only place that there were sheets that were clean.
Oh dear. Why was she?
Yeah. So
why
all
was
my
that
stuff is up
nappy
there
on your bed though?
There wasn't. She was left home alone and she got into the garbage.
Oh.
And pulled it out, dragged it to my bed, and ate it on my bed.
What a cheeky dog.
She got in so much trouble.
Rightly so.
Because she knows better than to get into the garbage, but she did anyway. Ah! She also got into some other garbage, but that was the one I was the most mad about, because that one was the grossest.
Yeah. Happy times.
Oh, we love dogs, but oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah, my cat's not that much better. He gets into trouble, too. It's just harder to give him shit because he doesn't care.
Yep.
I've also realized there's been no fucking game audio this entire time on my end. Not that it really matters because it's PowerWash Sim, but still.
Yeah, why is there a music slider when there's no music in the game?
Good question, I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Is there like intro music? I can't remember.
I've got it turned on. I've not heard
a
single thing.
You've not had a single thing what?
As in a single piece of music play.
I don't know what that sound for.
Yeah. Strange. Are you having fun down there?
I am.
Good.
I was jumping in the game and having my model jump. I do both. Whee!
Oh, you have like... Whee!
I've got a little jump toggle.
Oh. I wish...
The only time that you can actually see that my boobs jiggle.
Oh.
I don't have aggressive boob physics, but I do have some boob physics.
I mean, they move slightly, but...
Very slightly, but I don't think
I can do the growth version. You go. They do get bigger.
They get bigger?
Yeah.
Dang!
There's an even bigger version, but that's what I want the only Dans for, you know?
That's so fair. I just jumped.
I can't jump normally. I wiggle. I wiggle!
But you have a wiggle ability, I have a jump ability.
Yes. I keep saying to myself, oh, I'm gonna eat my food. And then I put it down 2 seconds later because I want to keep playing.
Go on your break, go finish your food.
But I want to play.
But then you'll get sleepy again. So go into low energy mode.
Here, I'll eat and chat. Mmm.
Good. Find your details. Go. Let's go. This roof is a pain in my butt. When I was playing Pathfinder, I would often play PowerWash Sim as well.
Oh.
And focused.
I don't know if my brain could do that.
My brain could. My brain had to, otherwise I couldn't focus on the session. I would get distracted by something else.
Well, that's
if I was doing it this way, my brain kind of goes on, like, my body kind of goes on autopilot.
I think that's what I mean, though. If I tried to, if I have something that's distracting me from actively listening to the session, I often forget.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just wired to do multiple things. Otherwise, I go insane. Like, at work, I have to listen to a podcast or I go wild. Like, I need to have sound, otherwise my day is awful. If I ever forget my headphones, I'd rather die. It is not, it is not a good time if I don't have something going on. It's almost, it's gotta have the brain active, gotta have the body active kind of deal.
Yeah.
Is PowerWash Sim, or, you know, does my job while my brain plays D&D or listens to a podcast.
Rune is a mood. Rune is a mood.
I exist as a potentially ADHD cat. I don't know what to tell you. I've been looking into getting a diagnosis for ADHD, but my doctor really doesn't want to send me to a psychologist, and I'm like, why though? It's like I am asking. Yes, I want to know I want to know. Tell me.
I don't know. I had my eyes kind of opened a bit with the whole, like, getting a diagnosis versus medication through my work, in that my stance is absolutely, like, therapy before medication.
Yes, which is fair.
But, yeah, that's what I thought at first. I was like, that is so fair. But what if people need the medication in order to be able to engage in the therapy, you know?
That is also fair. I was on antidepressants. I stopped taking them because I just forgot to get them refilled. And I noticed that they weren't having that much of an impact. Though I think they were, and I just didn't notice at the time because there was a period of time where I crashed out a lot. One thing about music is it's one of the biggest triggers for maladaptive daydreaming, so most of the time music is... That's fair. That is very fair. There are certain songs like that for me. Well, not for maladaptive daydreaming, because I don't think I do that. But like, I visualize animatics that I will never create because I'm really bad at art. Like, really bad. Like, I have not developed my art skills since I was like 10 years old. So like, I'm just like, oh, look at this cool thing that is just gonna live in my brain forever.
What's stopping you
And
from
even in
learning?
my brain, it's like a half-finished whip.
So, what's stopping you from learning though?
Time, mostly.
Why wouldn't?
Between
Okay, so
streaming, my day job, needing to have downtime somewhere in that mix.
okay, I'm gonna pose something to you here. What if you learn art and animation or what what you want to learn on stream?
It is something I could do, but I would also need a better hand cam setup first. Because my current setup for hand cam is not great. It's me tipping my webcam down to be able to do my embroidery streams, and there have been problems with my embroidery streams because of that particular setup. I do plan on investing in a better hand cam setup at some point. It's not in the cards right now. I've got 2 forms on the way, and they're both pricey. One is I could pay off very easily, and the other one I still owe quite a bit of money on. I'm slowly working on it, and once my car bill is paid for, I'll be able to make a bigger chunks of progress on that. But I'm balancing 2 pretty big bills, so.
Well, just make sure you are, able to pay everything back before. Don't do a Dan.
Yep.
Don't like start a new commission while having not paid for the other one yet.
Normally I can balance them both. I very rarely actually sign myself up for something I can't do until one payment goes awry, and then my entire schedule is, not my entire schedule, but my entire budget is off, and then it throws me into a crisis, and then I ask my mom for $10 for gas. And that happens like every week. But no, it's something I was gonna do both at once because it would be very easily done. The one is much cheaper than the other, and I was gonna be able to pay for it within like a couple of weeks. Like, it would have been paid for, done, dealt with, just waiting on the artist at that point. But the car bill came in, so I had to put that one on pause until the car bill is paid off.
For now.
Which will take,
no.
like 2 weeks.
You can help with tips and stuff because you're decent at art. See, there is such a huge community out there of artists who could teach us. I'm actually very tempted to do, like, I'm learning, like, a learning series in a way where I learn how to create digital art just by watching YouTube videos. And see what I create.
That would be very fun. that would be very interesting. It's something I want to do too. Just in the future. More specifically, I want the hand cam to better do my embroidery streams. I almost need like a chest cam or something for that, because my eyes are very weird. So I am farsighted, I think is what it's called. I cannot see far away. In fact, I cannot see.
You're short-sighted.
Like 6 inches in front of my face.
Yeah. Oh, you.
My eyesight is really, really bad. But it's distances I have problem with. But because my prescription is so strong at this point in my life that it doesn't, I can't see. Like, I'll read with my glasses off, but like my phone will be like right up in front of my face. Which doesn't bother me none, but to everybody else looks a little bit weird.
Right.
I like wearing my glasses when I read, but yeah, it's one of those things. Like, my eyesight is so bad that I find myself, like, when I'm doing embroidery in specific, like when I'm doing my embroidery streams, I have to fight with myself not to bring the embroidery ring, like, more inwards towards me. Because if I do that, then they can't like, chat can't see anything. Which is why I want a better hand cam setup. But that's things to figure out later. I do want to get better at art. I really, really do. I want to draw things. I want to be cool. But I have,
You already are cool.
But I'd be cooler if I could do art.
Hi, Rain. Sorry, I was just finishing my lovely rice. Hi. Speaking of artists, here's one.
Hello.
Hi, Rain.
But like, I've always got like scenarios and art stuff on the brain that I want to do.
A pit of rice, but oh my gosh! Oh, I love that.
You guys had a very similar meal.
We did.
I get the coolest meal tonight.
You get a turkey dinner.
Big turkey dinner with mashed potatoes and gravy and corn and all that good stuff. I'm so excited.
I'm jealous.
I love when Easter and stuff comes around.
I had the opportunity to go and be with family for Easter, and I was like, well, I don't want to.
That is so fair.
I was like, oh, I have to, like, have to be around one of my brothers, right? And they are very much the type of person who they're basically a narcissist. They don't see themselves as a problem, even though things they say upsets people, and they're always like, their words are, in their words, they have said to me, if something I says upsets you, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
And I said, do you know how problematic that is? Like, that is so disgustingly wrong to say that to anyone. And he was just like, that's just how I am, though. And I was like, people change all the time.
Yeah.
They could easily change. Lucy, no, come back! I love you! Come back! These doors are were a right pain in the ass. There was rust all over them. Hated it.
Yeah. Now you see why this job is kind of a hassle.
We were talking about your art earlier, Lucy, so come back, please. Thank you.
There was a guy I was interested in. And this was like a couple of days ago.
Oh.
My mom was like, "You need go meet somebody. Use a dating app." And I was like, "You know what? Nothing could possibly go wrong with this. Sure." So I did, for shits and giggles, because why not? And there was this guy I was interested in, and we were talking about VR chat.
Check Discord.
And maybe
I will have to stream.
Maybe things got presumptuous on my part. I ended up going on a bit of a tangent because VR chat has a not great reputation, and it's kind of got a not great reputation for a reason, because a lot of the players on there are awful people.
Perverts.
Not everybody. Perverts use slurs with reckless abandon because they don't care. Will tell you to off yourself, like all sorts of nasty shit.
Yeah.
Yes, the furry game. If you really
How's
want to call it that,
PowerWash
it's more than
Sim
just furry, but...
No, don't delete it. What? Stop it. Do not manipulate me like that. Thank you. Thank you. I've already had to get rid of one person from my life who tried to do that.
But, we were talking about, he's like, oh, I have no filter on VR chat. I was like, well, what do you mean by that? Because if you mean you're going around you know, when people say they have no filter on VR chat, like,
Are you saying
most
the
people
N-word? Are you saying,
yeah,
like...
most people say this, and I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent because I got into one of my anti-bullying fucking things because I
Was
am
concerned?
severely traumatized due to severe bullying all throughout my youth, so it is very much something I...
Lucy, don't delete. Yeah.
It's very much something I have very strong beliefs on for a reason. Because I don't function quite like a person sometimes because of it.
Yeah.
And it's something I'm still working through to this day. And he was like, well, I don't want to tell you. And so I was like, my ending thing was, of course I could just, you know, be wrong, and you just mean you make sex jokes more often than you already do. And so
He makes sex...
I
He
was
made...
like,
Sorry, was this your first date?
no, we'd been chatting for a little bit. We never actually made it onto a date. We were in the process of setting one up, or about to, when we were talking about it, because we met on the dating app, so we've been talking about it. And he was like, well, I was like, you know, so what does your version of not filter mean? Sorry for going on the tirade. He's like, well, I don't want to tell you now. I was like, why? He's like, because you're gonna judge me. I'm like, I'm not gonna judge. The things up above that I went on the tirade about are the things I care about. That, like, off the top of my head. Like, there's little else that I have come across as of yet, mind you, that I have truly seen as a major problem. And he was like, well, you're gonna judge me. It's just your personality. I know you're going to. It's your personality. I'm like, hey, I'm not that judgmental. But I was like, if you're not gonna tell me, then I'm gonna have to assume that what you do on VR chat is exactly what I just said I do not stand for.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you tell me otherwise? Like, at that point, there's no reason.
I'd just be like, do you think you can stop doing those things? Can you see the pain that those words cause and stop?
See, I tried those, and his excuse was, oh, it's just a game. Oh, they need to stop being so sensitive. And I was like,
Ew, ew, ew,
yeah,
ew.
I was like, thank you for showing me your true fucking colors, because it's not just a game for everyone. For some people, it's something else entirely.
I would just be like,
yeah,
I'm leaving.
Stop being so sensitive. Oh, I haven't talked to him since. I fucking blocked him on Discord. I was like, okay.
Did you walk
you were
away?
Cool, dude, until I... What?
Did you walk away when he said that? I'd have done that. Fuck that.
I didn't. I debated with him even harder.
Oh, you did the good thing.
I was like... I asked him if he was bullied, and he was like, yeah, I was. Then I was like...
Then how is what you're doing any different?
why the fuck are you inflicting the exact same feel? Like, you were driven to an extreme point in your life because of it. Now you're... Sure, you're not actively harassing one person, but you're still doing the fucking damage. He was like, oh, why then they can just block. It's like, but people can just block people doing that. I'm like, not until after the damage is done. No one goes out there assuming everyone's gonna be a dog shit person. Like, no one expects to log on and to be greeted with harassment from a complete stranger, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I went into a world to find, one of my friends because she was in the public world and we were supposed to hang out. Like, upon not 2 seconds, I hadn't even walked into the actual club part of the world that she was in.
Mm-hmm.
Before I was called a nasty name and told to do nasty things. Like, awful things. And I was like, really? I haven't been in this world for 5 goddamn seconds. I was so mad.
That sucks.
They're like, yeah, no, he was like, you should just have a tougher skin then. I'm like, yeah, I've got a fucking tough-ass skin from what I went through. But sometimes that doesn't fucking cut it. That doesn't mean the words don't affect me on my bad days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with that. Like, clearly not somebody I want in my life.
No, not at all.
Say, Libby, he did it to himself. He lost quite a gem, if I do say so myself.
Fucking exactly.
Yeah, I'll never understand some people. Like what joy? What possible reason could they have for doing shit like that?
There is none.
Exactly. It's like, oh, it's just a game. So people play games for fun. Being harassed by some random dude on the internet is not fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, tangent over.
Thank you for the tangent. It was very helpful, actually, though. Now I know to avoid that game even more.
Honestly, if you're gonna play with VR chat, because honestly, I really do enjoy VR chat. The key thing to do with it is just avoid public worlds.
Okay.
As much as possible. Like early on, it's gonna be hard to. You're gonna you know, it's gonna be hard to avoid publics early on, especially when you don't have any in-game friends yet. But like, the moment you have one person who you want to like play with more often, just join off of them. Join Friends Plus Worlds so they can enjoy their friends and just expand your friend group that way. Or find an online friend like me who already plays and knows what the fuck I'm doing and has friends in game, and I'll just drag you along with me with people that are verified decent.
Exactly.
Public worlds are just cesspools. I avoid them like the plague. Most people do. But gradually you find people. It's, yeah.
What is a corner
That's
post?
how I play anyway. Corner post is, yeah. Yeah, because I do love VR chat. There are, excuse me, some beautiful worlds, some really fun games, like really fun worlds to explore. Like there's so much that I really do enjoy about the game. But it is more fun with friends. If I'm alone,
like this game.
Yeah.
I tried to play this game solo. Like I started the Lara Croft Mansion map because I really wanted to play this, and I was like, oh, I'll just give that a go. And I got in, and I was like, this is so much work for one person to do on their own. I can't.
Love it. I thrive on it. AKA, I play this game way too much.
I don't think you play it too much. I think you enjoy what you enjoy.
That is also true. Barge boards, figureheads. The figureheads are a pain in the butt to clean.
Where are the figureheads? Oh.
Window frame. Get clean, window frame. I can smell the turkey.
Ah!
I just watched you fall.
I have fallen. Oh no.
I have to see if I can boot up Jackbox for my cousins.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Play.
Most of us are older now, but we've got a couple who are still like 14, 15.
Right.
So we haven't quite reached that point where we could go entirely insane yet.
Figureheads are done.
Woohoo! I think we got them at the same time.
I think the barge board is...
The barge boards are the
probably this
ones
one.
Above the window frames.
Not that one. I should just click on it. That'd be a good idea.
What do you mean just click on it?
Oh, open the tablet and then click.
Yeah, I know one of them is this one over here. I'm just not sure where it's dirty. At least it was. Where are you, dirty window? Oh, that's where. Here we go. One window frame done. Leg. It appears some of my cousins are here. By that I could hear them stumbling through the door. That's okay.
Time for some self-care. We'll be
They
done
won't bother me
soon.
until I'm
Thanks, Evie.
Yeah. Woo, hydration check. That means I can drink more chocolate milk.
Yeah. Drink your chalky milk.
I have Circle K branded chocolate milk. It's great. I love it. Okay,
don't
we have
know
one
what-
more window frame.
I think it's all the way up top.
It's a convenience store. Oh yeah, it is. I can see it. Fucking.
Which one is it?
I beat you here. Just I win. How did I beat you here? I parkoured. Hey, my window. What are you doing?
I did it.
Why are you wiggling around like that?
I did it. Teehee. Ah! Alright,
I
let's
wonder
finish
who
up.
actually gets more completions overall. I'm curious.
If we fit, we sit, and you will always fit between my horns.
So small I could probably fit between your horns. I'm at like a solid 4'3".
The washroom is
The
next
potion
whenever
maybe
we are together again.
Ooh. Do we want to start the washroom? How much longer do we actually have?
We've gone over time, I'm afraid. I'm gonna take
Oh,
us
yeah,
to
we
the
have.
courtroom, so, Babu!
I can move us! Oh, I can move us.
Oh,
I
your
can move us
foodie
so we're
is
actually not... There we go. There we go! Look at this. Look at us go.
Ta-da! Rune, this was a lot of fun. I'm sorry it takes a while for me to, like, reach out and crap, but...
That's okay. I'm just as bad for it, honestly. So I get it. Like I said, I need to meet more VTubers. Like I see Rainbow and I see D all the time, and I want to talk to them. I'm just so awkward and so bad at keeping up with people. Like there are so many people I want to talk to, but I'm just like, but what if they don't like me? What if I'm annoying? And then I'm just like, when I do get into contact with people, I'm just terrible at remembering to keep up with them. I'll just go like days without just drifting off in the void, and people are like, are you dead? What the fuck happened? And I'm just like, no, I just forgot the world existed.
That's honestly a mood.
I just get into my routine of work, stream, sleep, and I just forget to message people. Sakura and I barely talk, and she's my best friend.
I will message for the next one then. I mean, it won't be next week. Maybe May, we'll see.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Gonna be taking a week off in May for holiday. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It's gonna be fun. I'm going away for a bit.
Ooh, you'll have to tell me all about it.
Oh, I absolutely will. Don't worry. When we next get together, I'll tell you all about it.
Yes.
I'm Rune. Is there anything you want to say before we read out?
And I love you guys, that you are all fantastic, to everyone in chat, and you yourself, Dan.
Oh.
You are amazing, and I love you. I
Thank
love doing
you.
these streams with you. And also that I beat you to the goddamn fucking raid again. Ha ha. I'm gonna raid into you, like I always do. 'Cause I always beat you. You never, ha! I already win. Too bad. Too bad. Nah, ha, ha. Come on, you should expect this from me by now. I do this every time.
There's our little cutie pie, the baby Dan there. Thank you so much for the raid, Rune. What were you playing? What were you up to?
Oh, I wonder. I didn't even go for my thanks for watching screen. I just rated out at the just chatting screen. I had to beat you to it so fast.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Rune and I will be back to continue PowerWash Sim next month.
Yes.
Until then,
Always.
I'm gonna start a new art journey. I think I'm gonna try and do a few art streams in the future. I think
I might have to join you with that. I might also start my own art journey. We shall see.
And then
we'll see how my timeline shakes out.
Let's check in how we are doing with our art journeys in like a month or two. You know.
Yeah.
Then we can like check in. Please do. Okay. Looks like my lovely community are asking for art streams. I'm gonna do the raid message. Please grab it, everybody. I am back Monday for Pokemon Conquest, and then modded repo. I think I pushed it back a week. I'm just checking with everyone if they can make it. And then we've obviously got the Donathon on the 26th. So please save your money so we can help Gumo. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I mean, you should be able to use the gold please emote. That's a global Twitch emote. The raid emote, yeah, that's my own one. So you need to be subbed for that. Okay. Who to pick? Who to pick?
Ooh, that's always a good shit. Who to pick? Who to pick?
There's so many people though. 41 people.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I follow way too many.
I need to raid out more often. I haven't been raiding at night because no one I know is live at that point in time. I need to watch more night streamers.
Is Rain live? Rain, are you live? The ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba do 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 do. Here, I'll give you one last glimpse before we go.
One last glimpse. Let's go. It's great because I get to see it sooner than everybody else does.
You do.
I get to see it on YouTube Studio.
I think we should
wait for the delay.
Let's raid out to Toasty. Yeah, I like Toasty. Let's go raid Toasty. Alright. Draconians, see you Monday. Until then, bye! I haven't pressed the button. Oh my gosh. It's fine. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please grab your raid messages. We are raiding out. And now,